Hey everybody, Christopherodd here. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of the Council, and if you remember the last one, we left on like a major cliffhanger. We got access to this like locked crypt vault type thing, and yeah, pretty good cliffhanger if you ask me. So let's just dive in here and see if we can't carry on. We have a couple of things to equip. We have 3 manuscripts available, so let's just equip these 3. So that's a point in logic, erudition, and occultism. So we're good there. And then over here, I don't think we have anything else that we can do. We have talents if we want to review any of these, but these things just kind of happen over time. We don't have to pay much attention to it. So let's get ready to rock and roll here.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had
I don't
the
know how
bag
we did on
coming
that.
from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better, if you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
What the?
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around.
Yeah, we better keep our guard up, absolutely.
Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Absolutely nothing. But we're gonna go with, all right, I remember. We're getting to the point where we have a lot of these things becoming free just based on how we've skilled out our guy.
Yes. The Centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to
Of
prepare our
course, yeah.
departure.
It's on us
Let's
now.
get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna ask.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Absolutely. Oh, this costs us an extra one because we can afford it.
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis, I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
So
You
fill me
tried
in.
to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed. Don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly. Not even...
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
Choose only one.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Okay. Mortimer's room, talk to Piaggi, find this holy lance. I must find the holy lance. Okay. It's interesting, we talked about this last time, but like, there's some, the word we've been using is jank in the way that our characters move and talk and whatever, but I'm so invested, I'm so intrigued by like what the outcome could be. One of the weird things is like I'm playing on a PC with an Xbox controller, but it shows all PlayStation buttons. Really weird. Oh, hello. Devil's Thorn, very good. So we have full, that's the golden elixir or something. Devil's Thorn for immunities and vulnerabilities. This is the honey, I believe. I can't remember what this one's called, but gives us those free skills to use. So we should probably check the rest of this area, just to be sure.
Flavius Aetius.
Flavius Aetius. What were we taught about this man?
Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here?
Okay. And what about just investigating
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You could tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
Okay. Like, what is this place? This is otherworldly for sure. Giant cross.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Okay, so this is where all the lances are stored. And it seems like we're gonna need to leave. Here's another lance, right? There's the fish.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Same thing, slightly different shape.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
So copper rimmed, the fish thing, and perhaps I guess just the overall shape is what we need to confirm.
There's sarcophagus
Ooh,
of Lord
Mortimer.
It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
Oh boy. Could force open, inspect it in
It's the only
detail.
sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be?
Okay.
There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
Force it? Oh boy. I don't think we'll be able to open it, but let's see.
It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
And if I force it... I think we're eventually going to come back here, so I'm going to hold off on doing that for now. We'll go and check out this other side and then probably leave to get information from Piaggi and to go examine the room, which might give us information about which lance we actually need to get.
This sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted.
What does that say? Try to understand.
Is this the tomb of a king? Judging by all the sculpted symbols of power, this is really ancient. The inscriptions are all eroded. I don't know what those marks mean, but maybe a stone or epitaph.
This is honey, I think.
Great.
Yep.
Honey.
And another lance.
Well, we can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold.
Coated in
you can
gold.
distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
Okay. So the other ones were copper. So we're going to need to figure out if it's gold or copper, the shape. They seem to all have the fish, I think. We'll probably take a closer look at them again later, but... no way to access that area as far as I can tell. Okay. We'll head back towards what I think is the entrance. Back there, right? But we have this side as well. Anything laying around here?
This sarcophagus is engraved
Clement.
with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter.
Okay.
He was basically an anti-pope. His path to the throne was pretty turbulent, and he had to be enthroned several times. The result of a long conflict between the papacy and the Holy Empire. This sarcophagus is beautifully made, but ancient. Stone is marked by the passage of time, but it's really well preserved.
So we also have a few different, like, tombs or crypts. We had that King, Clemens III, and then a Lord Mortimer one. And this one's open.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Cataphile? Gain a point in erudition. You've explored all the tombs of the crypt. Okay. We'll take it. Dead end here. And then dead end here, but I just want to see if we have any potential items. So 4 that we could really investigate. King, Clemens III, Mortimer, and then the empty one. But we also had... oh, here we go, another one.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper-rimmed.
Copper-rimmed.
I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
So that's unique. All the other ones were the fish, I believe. So, okay. I'm kind of glad we checked this out because that might help us tune into other clues that we run into in the future. But let's get out of here for now. So trippy. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, I see, okay. Just, like, throws us back in here.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. 4 Gospels each give an account of the death of Christ. Let's see what they can tell me about the lance.
Okay.
There's no mention of the lance in what Luke says about the death of Christ. There's nothing about the lance in this account of the crucifixion. This apostle does not mention the lance in his description of the death of Christ. Ah, there.
So
When
John
they came
does.
to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me?
Okay. Shimmering lance. So copper wouldn't be shimmering typically. Probably gold. Find a clue of what the lance looks like.
Medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas
See?
a centurion could
we're
not
on
have
it, guys.
hoped for anything
We're
better
on the
than
right
copper
path
at the
already.
time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
So the true lance wouldn't have been luxurious? Let's do that
Medieval
again.
Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
So probably has to be copper then. Right? Let's do this as well.
The name of the Roman soldier who killed Christ never appears in the biblical canon. Yet, it is said that he was a centurion and was called Longinus.
Okay, Longinus. Which we kind of already heard, but it's all good. Alright. So we're gathering like a whole bunch of clues already that we'll see how they come into play. Must find the Holy Lance. The exegesis mentions a shiny metal. We've kind of narrowed it down that it would be copper at the time that it was made. So I think we're on the right track. See if we can still remember how to navigate this maze. Absolutely. Okay, Cardinal Piaggi. Probably upstairs, right? But I just want to see if people are hanging out or what their deal is.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Okay. Secret room access back there. The library. Might as well continue through here instead of just going back. Decent reminder of our layout.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Pretty sure that's a sign that you should read it then. With our mother. The Great Dining Hall. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, nice find. This is the man we're looking for.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me.
Oh, man.
You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
It's pretty clear that he's not all right.
The Holy Lance, Louis.
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
What the hell's going on here? Vigilance, okay.
His nose is bleeding.
So, you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Absolutely. We could use a free one here, I think. These are both very pricey. But do we want to find out what's wrong with him or try to get information?
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it.
Yep, getting that
Never
vibe.
will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
Immunity.
No, you are the first I've spoken to about it, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Are you quite sure of that?
Yes, my mother knows about it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
That's it.
No one else.
What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
I don't exactly know.
I need it.
Why?
You won't understand.
Try me, Louis.
I need to protect myself with it.
Nice.
Louis, I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood...
We saw one with
gushed
blood on it.
covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions.
I mean, I actually
won't be
kind of
able
agree
to
with
come
him.
back. The demons that she's frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Okay, nice. So that confirms which lance it was. Possible information sources. Specialists in esotericism, artistic depiction, sacred text. We could like... Okay, I think we're going to try to go to Mortimer's room just to confirm that it was the blood-tipped one. There was only the one in there, and I think it was the last one that we found. There's also sacred texts, so maybe the library. But I think Mortimer's room for artistic depictions would be good. See if anything's going on with Georgie boy.
Good evening, Mr. President.
Good evening.
Ooh. Well,
I'm back on the trail of my mother again. I don't have time to explain, but would you know anything about the Holy Lance?
That's good news. But be careful, Louis. You might end up getting noticed.
Do you know anything or not?
No, I regret I don't. But why not ask von Wallner? Theology is his field, after all.
okay.
That's an idea. In that case, I'll try and find him.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
You're right. Thanks for everything, Mr. President.
See you later.
Okay, that does help. The shape of a boar spear, the blood on it, the shiny metal, which we have determined is likely copper. Mysterious notes. Is that, yeah, these, I think. Oh, so close. Because once you get these completed, these multi ones, that's pretty big. Or maybe it's just here. Notes from the architect. No. It is an inventory item. Mysterious notes. Could it be notes by De Rocher? Hold on. I don't think it's this. I'm not sure. Just gonna check this before we go upstairs. This side room. Maybe Von Volner is in here. Thank you. Oh yeah, royal jelly. Why did I think that was honey?
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
I can see that. You got this corner, like, complete lockdown, sweeping-wise. Good job. Mortimer, I believe, is up in the top. Is there anything in these paintings? We can always go behind the thing, maybe. Oh, hold on. No, these are the same that have always been here. Right into regard to the dates of the paintings I sent you. Yeah. And no way to actually go back in here, which is kind of nice. It simplifies some things for us. Now, hold on a second here.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John.
There we go.
Giulio Romano, 1534. Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes! Here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear.
Huh. Distrust?
I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. And there's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements. This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind.
Right.
Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No. If Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study, in the same way as for the Nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Okay. So spear shape. Copper. Let me write this down. Spear shape, copper, and blood. I'm pretty sure that we only saw the one with blood, but I'll double check.
Saint Longinus.
It's another
Let's
depiction?
take a closer look at his lance.
Let me check out your lance.
It's shaped like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe. How can I be sure? No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see.
But then...
I think the statue does represent Longinus, armed with a lance that wounded Jesus.
Wouldn't we make the same argument for the painting?
How can I find out if this is an exact representation? There's no way of being certain of it.
So, in the painting of Longinus, I noticed it has the shape of a spear. I noticed on the painting of Longinus it had the shape of a spear, which is what Mortimer's opinion confirmed. The statue of Longinus shows it in the shape of a leaf. Piaggi says it's the shape of a boar spear. But he did say as well that it had blood on it, so maybe we just need to confirm it with other people and get something to match. Because... as it stands, no freaking clue. Now this is the place with all those religious paintings, but these were depicting like, what was it, Damascus or something? Just curious if there's, if Longinus shows in any of them. Don't think so. All right. So we'll head to Von Volner, if possible.